All right. I've had the microphone on this entire time. That's spectacular. I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty. I am back. Alright, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 and welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. Today we're just gonna slam right into things. I've got to figure out a better arrangement for my headset so I can actually drink caffeinated morning beverages. Ugh. This is a stream that's going to start off really low energy and then probably escalate because I'm getting coffee in me. I don't normally do the coffee thing, but I needed the energy. I needed the juice.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network.
Here I am rolling with a disgustingly busted loadout and a melee weapon.
Alright, biologic attacks. Be ready.
I could go full bonkers and use the use one of the Zaws I have cobbled together and just break things.
Drop me in and defend our position.
Oh, that's not good.
This will take a moment. A juggernaut nearby, it will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested
So
blood.
I'm just gonna
slow the fight if you want it to go away.
go away.
The juggernaut has moved on. It's safe to proceed.
There we go. We're Gucci. This Frost has this situation handled. I'm not worried. So using the Sobek, which is a good gun,
Still working on it.
with Wisps juicing up, it fires rather quickly. And its reload speed is reasonable, though that's kind of its own deal. I've been practicing with Wisp to jump right into the middle of enemy crowds and then pop her 3, because I have no range at all. I've been using the path assist a lot because I like throwing weapons for a start. For seconds, it makes maggots, and that's cool.
Area completed.
Okay,
Move on.
moving right along.
This will only get more difficult.
Using my Catch Moon Kid Gun to make the entire everything completely trivial. Things that can survive a hit from that probably deserve to live at that point, or should be being run away from at high speed. Or I missed. You know, it's that sort of a situation. What am I doing? Just go through the thing. There we go.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
It is caught in some sort of animation lock. That's cool. That's real cool. Okay, fine. Sunbeams. Sunlight! Just like Boktai. That's Konami, right? I think Konami was the one who did those games. It was a GBA series. And its primary gimmick was there was a solar receiver, the attachment. You could tell when it was light or dark out. It was pretty neat. I need more energy. So you'd be powered differently depending on what the sunlight and ambient light was like at the time. It was pretty cool. Excuse to get kids outside. There were ways to fool it. With certain colors of light, I believe. Fluorescent lights wouldn't do it, but if you held up a big filament bulb that was starting to die, I believe that would trick it. It was a nice, suitably yellowish red light. Okay, so this is clearly one of those energy reduction missions that I just don't like. Look at all those dead things. Look at those numbers. There's numbers on all of them. They're big and they're long and they dangle out the sides. And they're all dead. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That one's dead already. Never dead enough. I've also tweaked my build on my path assist so that it'll do the automatic... Oh, it's not doing it now. That's interesting. It'll do the automatic timed or charged throw, but only with Wisp's speed boost. And right now it's not working consistently, which is strange. It was working fine yesterday. I may not be host, and it may be a host versus client issue, I'm not sure. That basically means, the practical upshot is that I slowed it way down. Like its normal, its default attack speed now is... Oh my gosh, just stop. Shoot it. Make it not live. Is really slow. If you set the attack speed really fast, it won't do the charged throws. It just like skips. It just doesn't know what to do. You'll still throw it out there. And I think I discovered that on stream a week or so ago. A week or two ago. I'm not sure. But it is a thing. I'm not entirely convinced that I understand exactly how it's making maggots. Got best damage done, that's something, but it wasn't a complete shutout. Next one up is a spy. I'll probably be switching to Octavia or Ivara for that to make it comically easy. Probably Ivara. I know some people have been claiming that Ivara's invisibility augment for some reason won't actually you know, the one that what am I doing in that menu? Makes lasers not detect her, are claiming that on sorties that won't work. I have made it work in 3 spy sorties in a row now, so I don't know where people were getting that idea. It works. In fact, I might show it off out of spite. There are, I think, on the Jupiter tile set, I don't know that they work on all of the lasers and detection panels there reliably, and I'm not sure if that's an oversight or what. I've had some points where I was detected and I should not have been. That is not the gun.
That was a juggernaut. Their
I'll
lurid
take C.
LED
I
death
always take C.
lay low and it should go away or amp up the
In a
fight to
group
draw
setting.
out.
If I'm doing it solo, I usually start with A
Be
and
on
work
the
my way
lookout for
along.
increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
I need to get energy because energy is important, so I can be cloaked and do all the important things that I need to do while cloaked. This is a Grenier asteroid tile set, so this will be pretty straightforward, barring like worst case scenarios, which are not in evidence.
I am no longer signs of a juggernaut.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
get
are
that
safe.
set, and
You're
please.
nearing console. Trigger the alarms now. We'll
Okay,
start
it just
destroying
missed
the
a
data.
bunch of those, that's fine. We're good.
You've triggered the alarms. Lose this
We
data,
might not
and the
be good.
mission will be a complete failure.
We might not be good, depending on what our friends do or do not do at A. I'm gonna plop down one of those. Hopefully that will buy enough time. Oh, that's right, this one's all fucked up. There we go.
Security override engaged.
Alarms successfully hacked. The location is returning to security levels.
Yeah,
The
so
enemy has successfully destroyed all the data. This is a failure.
that was unfortunate.
A distraction with no arms.
I'm gonna leave this group and pray. That I do not get them again, because... Oh, and it's already ticked over, so it's a complete waste of everybody's goddamn time anyway. What an ass. Spectacular. Well, plan B. As you can see, I use Zephyr all the time. That was sarcasm. I haven't used Zephyr in A Dog's Age. What even do I have her equipped with right now as a loadout? Good question. Rifle lamp for some reason. Let's go with pure duration. Duration has more fun. Jetstream, very good, very good. So long as we've got Jetstream equipped. That's what counts, because then bullets just kind of whiz off into the sunset. No. I'll keep my loadout. I can go with a Zaw. Fraggoth. Zaw. Where are you? You're pretty good. That's not the one. This is the one. Okay. I don't remember what I have for mods on this thing. Oh, right. I have that. Which sort of hurts it. I'd probably happily switch the... whatever. It'll be fine. I do not have a number of mods on here that should probably be on here. Such as Blood Rush. Or Condition Overload. Condition Overload's the important one. Condition Overload's the one that I should really have on there. Urgh. Now, you're probably thinking, well, if your critical chance is so dramatically reduced, why do you have Berserker equipped? And I am asking the same question. It's because of Maiming Strike, that's why. Maiming Strike makes it work. Basically, every slide attack, you'll get a Berserker stack, and your just attack speed flies off the handle. You know what, I'm going to just leave it at that for now. I don't care enough. I don't need Condition Overload equipped for it to be good. It just isn't, quote, optimal, unquote. The optimal build almost always includes Condition Overload, Blood Rush, and whatever that 5-cost one that extends combo duration is. Can't remember its name off the top of my head right now because I have coffee in me and that means I can't concentrate. Caffeine. Oh, I just realized that this is decidedly licensed music and I should not be playing it. We'll take care of that later. Ew, it's nighttime. Gross.
And now, a massive sentient energy spike in your area. I advise you to be careful.
Oh, this is some disgusting pistols only mode.
Crashed in your area.
Ew.
To escort it to safety. Proceed to the waypoint if you accept this mission.
Why have you done this? Stop.
Find it. Track it.
That was awful.
That's it. The drone is under our
That was awful and embarrassing.
Escort it to the extraction point before the enemy can destroy it.
That is how you travel the plains.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
I don't even know what mods I have on my K drive, but I know that they are not enough. K drive grinding. It really sucks. So we're just doing tiny combos, we're not even going for lengthy jobs.
The drone is safe. I will begin decoding its systems immediately.
Ah, nice. Wee! Thunk, 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 thunk. Ragdolling. You'll love it. It's a way of life. It's gotta be the one inside, right? If only it weren't pitch black. Rassum, frassum, lighting, rassum. Oh, that's right, we don't have, yeah, okay, fine. We're just gonna boost down to the end, I don't care. I keep thinking I've got a melee weapon and I do not. Which is a problem. I did not kill it. Fascinating. I keep forgetting that they did actually reduce the damage on the catch moon. They didn't nerf it into oblivion, but that was a while ago, though. It's not relevant now. This thing is still a beast. Splat. Mostly just gotta remember to get headshots.
Put heavy guard around one of their mobile armored vaults. We need to break in and take what's inside. Move to the waypoint to accept this mission.
I guess we killed all the things that needed to be inkillerated. guess.
You're nearing the armored vault. Take out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data
Oh.
mass, and we'll need that to get inside. They dropped the data mass. Grab it. Good. Insert that data mass into the console.
I don't want to
If
be in
they
that.
destroy
Get
the
out of
console,
here.
We'll never get the vault open.
So, difficulties. This gun is really short-ranged. So I'm gonna have to do things like, no it isn't. Like that. Got a bit of lag there, not sure what that was about. So it didn't like that. No, it does not like doing it when I do it that high. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, look at that Nox going. Whee! Peace out, dude. This friggin' wing is getting in the way.
We're in.
Oh,
The resources.
that was abrupt. I'll take it.
These resources will be supremely useful to our cause.
Let's see, defense. For defense, I will switch gears to. I don't know, literally anyone. Doesn't matter. Defenses are pretty easy. Could go Limbo Prime. Haven't done Limbo in a while. Gara. That's who I will do. Use. Whatever. Need to feed this cat too. Oh no, I don't. Not till tomorrow. I take it all back. I take everything back. It was all wrong. So yeah, with Gara, and I am. It occurs to me I should probably triple check. Oh, hello, snoozing Catosaurus. Yes, you're such a cutie. He's got his electric heating pad, keeping his girthy parts toasty. He's not very girthy, but he is an excellent cat.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
And if everyone runs away from me, I cannot possibly hope to keep them indefenderated. So with Gara, I'm using an ability. It's a very special ability. Get out of the way, dude. That's gonna basically give that guy 90% damage reduction for like the next minute and change. So this is a spin to win meta. Hope you're enjoying it. Because this is the spin to win meta. You can actually do a lot better with actual macros to optimize your spin to win time. i.e. the time that you are spinning, and therefore winning, but I just do it by hand because I am lazy. Or hand and mouse wheel, which doesn't work. As you can see, anytime I'm like starting a combo after that is because I've accidentally flipped my mouse wheel too many times. That hurt. Oh, it hurts. Oh god. Hurt so much I'm gonna actually just force heal myself like that. I didn't actually want my glass wall to go quite that far, but now that it has, I'm not going to complain. So yeah, through clever use of mid-air jumps. So you have to do a bullet jump or a mid-air jump to be able to throw out the Exodia thingamajiggus. You can double up if you do a bullet jump toss and then a leap toss. That's quite strong. It is even stronger over wider areas and longer ranges, but here we are. And I'm going to aim at myself. Ow! Whop it. Ah! Stupid electromagnetic anomaly. Stupid. Those things. Give me the cyan star. I know what I want. Get out of here. Give me amber stars. Explosions, they go through the walls. Yeah, you can't just do it in midair. And there's, I think, a slight cooldown. But it's pretty easy to not worry about that. If there is no cooldown, then it is incredibly likely that I've just muffed inputs when I haven't been able to get it to come out twice in a row. Yeah. It's me being a goof. Yeah, once you get your attack speed up there, you can just do whatever. I don't have my damage reduction on, and that's a very, very, very bad. Indeed. Well, there we go. I wonder if he will try to leave. There was a point in time where you could keep him from leaving. Yeah, these guys, these operatives. He's not leaving. I thought they fixed that. Maybe they did not. You can see evidence of me chucking things at people. Big spiky things. It's a nice way to not have a functioning Zaw in his hands. There we go. Now he's going to shoot stuff, and all that stuff is going to die. So that's good. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But it worked, so we're all good. That was extremely dangerous, and I wish I hadn't done it. You'll know that I'm getting the long-range hits when you see the big numbers. Yeah, I don't, for some reason, have the energy pool that I thought I was supposed to have with this build, so oops. I'll have to figure out what's up with that. Whatever, Operative only has 21 health, it's no big deal. He'll be fine. They'll be fine. Or she. Could be a she. I don't know. Spacesuits, environment suits, whatever. They cover up a lot of details of all kinds. You could have big old anglers down there and you wouldn't know. I don't know. Big old angler? Couldn't tell. Can't tell. Okay. Yeah, that was fairly inevitable. It's okay, I'm on the case. I got this. I also have my Sobek that I just haven't been using. Which is a bad idea, because the Sobek is phenomenal. I also have all sorts of abilities I haven't been using, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I think we're good. I think this is the build, but for some reason I don't have Prime Flow equipped. Or Flow at all, for that matter, which is strange. I was fairly sure My Sobek is the real Sobek. Yours is the bad Sobek. Where is you? There you is. I need a juice. Oh, he's on the wrong side. Crap. Ah. Wah. Where'd he go? Don't you do that to me, man. I don't appreciate it. There you go. Now you're stuck in here. We'll be fine. Let me I have concerns about that area, so I'm going to put it there. That way the enemies will be like, ooh, piece of candy, and then, you know, get stuck and die horribly, eventually, at some point in the distant future. I don't believe that this is a damage-heavy build for Gara. I really should have looked at my loadout. 20/20 hindsight. 20/20 hindsight. But I've got my Sobek, so everything's basically all good. This gun just puts in work 24/7, 365. That's a sizable number of enemies. Soon to be a sizable number of dead enemies. Am I right? Am I right? No. Let's see. There we go. Now he's still trapped again. Trapped is relative. The enemies are on that side, he's on the other. He'll be fine. She, they, it, whatever. There are female models for the defense pod people targets. I miss Naked Nick, though. For anyone wondering who Naked Nick is, I think I've had a ramble about Naked Nick. He used to be the body we'd see in the pods. He was just this kind of androgynous... I say androgynous. It was fairly male, but not obviously male, if you know what I mean. Ha ha ha. He didn't have gibbly bites. He didn't have jiggly giblets down where it counts, as it were. He did not have a fire hose. But, you know, kind of a android, you know, blocky exterior. Fairly detailed, but now no longer a thing. Because they replaced it with the ones we see now. Okay, I don't know what our friend is doing in the middle of nowhere here, but I don't like it. So now, he and I Or just 10? That's okay, fine. I wish to have the damage resistance too. That would be nice. I think I just hit the enemy with that. You know, when enemy allies rather move around that much, it's really, really hard to give them the next best thing to invulnerability.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Oh hey, defiled snapdragon too. That's pretty good. I never use the sword and whips. I think there's only like 2. How many sword and whip weapons are there? That is a good question. Not very many. It's one of many weapon types that they were like, oh yeah, let's record the stance animations for this, and then just totally forget about them and never introduce another one ever again. Sword and whip. Whip. Okay. There are 2. The Lacera and the Mios, whatever the hell that is. I don't remember what this one does. Is this the one that has the pull animation on charged attacks? Whatever. In any event, oh yeah, I'm gonna change this. Actually, I'd freeze up 2 slots. Done it. Done it. It done. Not having the boosted attack speed's gonna hurt, but I'll live. It gives me 10 to work with. Burk. I need reach. Fury I could probably live without. Probably. I'd rather not, though. Whatever, we've got condition overload on there. Basically, we're good. I'll leave Berserker on there. I won't be getting as many crits. It won't be as reliable, but I'll still be getting it. And that's what counts. Attack speed, it's kind of good. Melee attack range, it's kind of absolutely amazing. That's right, there's Razorback ciphers, I forgot. I can do more of those, that's fine. Also use it as an excuse to get more Razorback, cryptographic Alu, rather. Mob Def in an Eximus Stronghold. Well, there are several ways to make that work for us. Several ways. Such as what, Frag? Everybody asked. Good question. Frag said, not remembering his game plan. He had a game plan. He threw it out. Could Octavia it? I mean, it'll just basically be me throwing down a ball and laughing as enemies kill themselves mightily. That works, right? 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 It's either that or Wisp where I actually have to do work. Octavia it is. Yeah, put down a thing that makes you invulnerable, and then, you know, just walk away. Okay? It's Mob Def. Mob Defs aren't a big deal. I can't remember the last time I've... Okay. Failed a Mob Def. That is not common. It's hard to do. Mostly because Mob Defs usually have all kinds of ways you can control the engagement. They usually plop the thing down, and it's like, oh, okay, well, there's now many choke points that would not exist on an actual defense map.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network.
It is an Eximus stronghold, though, so there are going to be some difficulties in that. There's probably going to be energy drainers.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter.
I wonder what the sanctuary target is. Oh, that's right. Fall right into the acid goop.
They're still in the clear. No detection from enemy
Still
sensors.
getting crits. Doesn't matter how you got the crit, so long as you got the melee crit with your melee weapon.
Proceed and
You will get that berserker stack.
In and get ready to defend.
Okay, now I just need to find a nice convenient location to plop a ball, such as right here. Not quite. Not quite. Nope. Still no. Yep. First try.
Use caution. I am picking up traces of prosecutor shield auras in your
He
vicinity.
did.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
They did. Oh, they so did. See? Big numbers. That's how it's meant to be. I'm not actually sure what's over there. I'm just kind of checking these over there because they're free. Free swords. With lots of status effects.
Move on.
Oh, somebody already grabbed it. Neato.
Drop me in and defend our position.
Yes, I could use my 2. I do actually use my 2 because that just ramps up the... it helps, well, it keeps it mobile. But mostly the main use of Octavia's 2,
This will take a moment.
at least to my mind, is to increase dramatically the potential for enemy distraction. Where did that ball go? That went in the middle of... absolutely not where I want it to be. Stop. Thank you. That's better. I don't even know where my... there we go. Okay. So, that's not ideal. Ideally, it'd be like right up on here, but it's right there. They should still be able to shoot at it.
Get ready for a tough.
My allies are doing enough of a good job keeping everything dying that it's really pretty irrelevant. Dead.
You have proven the prosecutors are not invincible.
Prosecutors were never invincible. You need them for, what do they give you? It's that, I think the first of the staff, they're like the Jaffa staff weapons from Stargate SG-1. Oh, he's awfully close. I don't like that. He dead now.
Keep moving. Terminal spotted.
I win the game.
Upload me
Yay.
and prepare to defend.
I have caught the data mass. And now I thrust forth into the enemy legions
There could be more ahead.
to plop it in this thing right there. Right there.
Tenno. This will take a moment.
I'm just gonna put it like right out here. Like that. That should be fine.
Tenno,
Most of them should see that.
prosecutor is approaching.
Anybody approaching from this direction is going to not see it, but that's okay. See? It's a team that knows what it's doing. That's a good feeling, right? It's supposed to be the best feeling. So, and it's hard to see, but if you see the,
Still working on it. Continue
like
to
in midair, there's that little explosion that comes out of it. That's it indicating, oh yeah, I'm now stupid strong now. When I explode, it's gonna hurt. Which is, I think, like 50 meters.
watch out for more.
That was dumb. I should not have done that. Okay. Sometimes I forget to get my crouches in.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
I just realized I'm going the wrong way. Nice. Ooh, Orokin cells. I wish I needed those for like the past several years, really. Boom. What do we got?
Complete. Excellent work,
Kuva. Yuck. At least I have a use for Endo that is meaningful and impactful. Even if I'm just using it as decoration, it is more useful than Kuva. Kuva is one note. The one note is Rivens, and Rivens represent just about everything wrong with Warframe today. Personal opinion, and not a popular one, I'm pretty sure, but I think they are desperately in need of a complete rework. Okay. What do we got going? What do we got going on right now? What do we got for... Because this is where my ideas for... Let's see. Mirage? Woo! Gazelle Machete. Ew! It's an interception, though. Yeah. Mirage it is. Let's do this RB. It says Gazelle Machete. I say I don't care. I'm equipping my Zenistar. Equip... what are you? Mirage. Let's make sure I've got my damage loadout set. It is not you. No, it is you. I take it back. Ew. Yeah, okay. No, this will be fine. Yes, keep that. I want that so I can actually kill things. And from here on out, it's a matter of figuring out what weapon I want to use to cause the most effective death with Mirage. Would that it were like the Scourge or something. I could do the Ogress. Yeah, you know what? I won't do the Tsar because that is genuinely too hazardous. That is too dangerous. Does this? Yes, it does have Total Eclipse, which doesn't actually help my allies much because they still have to be 5 meters. Ordinarily, it'd be 15, but now they make it so that augments scale, which is a pro and a con. It's a pro in most ways because, you know, it means that if I had actual range on this build, the effects would scale to a pretty wide area. It's a con in that if I've got a build with a 34% range, basically nobody can get the benefits but me, which makes me seriously question why I have it equipped. It makes me feel better? Yes, it makes me feel better. That's the one. You know what? Let's bob up our Hall of Malevolence. 5% every time you kill an enemy. Which I think scales with power strength. No, it does not. And the damage, as you'll see, and I'll take time to show it off, you see the damage right now is at 67.4%. We're about to do a... let me check my Ogress and see what I've got on here. Glad I checked so I can make sure I switch that over. Yes. Yeah, okay. I don't actually remember the enemies being fought, but that should basically cover it. I think it was Grineer. Yeah, it's Grineer. Okay. So, how this works. It is an additive 300%. And you'll see the net effect of that pretty soon. Because my Hall of Mirrors clones are going to do more damage than me pretty early.
We have located the enemy's planetary
Oh, this is
communication
perfect.
towers.
Abilities.
Capture the towers and remain
Hall
in
of
control
Mirrors.
long enough
Damage,
to decode
127.4.
impact messages.
That's a lot. um, Ignore that. We're not going to be using Sleight of Hand for any reason, unfortunately. Damage increase, 1274% when I'm in the light. And this I'm going to be actively avoiding using for various reasons, because it'll drain energy too quickly. And I need it mostly for my 1 and my 3. 95% damage reduction, which you get at like, I don't know, 100% or 120% or something. It's a low bar. You can get that pretty easily. I realized that I did not check this. Okay, well, I've got the juice. And we've got a wisp. And we've got a wisp. And we've got a wisp. And we've got a wisp giving us the big boost. So this is going to be a long one, because yeah, it just is. Obviously. I mean, look at this. We're about to have it going on, and this map gives us the opportunities we need to have both light and dark locations. And I just have to... Okay, there's an enemy here somewhere, and I just have to find where it's at. There we go, it's dead. Oh no. So, even more ideal location. Oh, and I'm getting some sort of red crit boost from something or other.
Tower online.
Oh, I need to find my life towers, my life-giving life givers that give life. So the practical advantages of there we go. That is going to cover both of those pretty neatly. Anything that can survive that is going to be getting boosts from just very cheesy locations. So
In total control.
not overly concerned. The arbitration drone would be having to provide a buff in like the worst possible place imaginable in order for that to be that positioning to be problematic. And most of the time, it's just going to wind up dying. So, yeah, I'd say we're Gucci. It's just a matter of remembering to go and get my buffs, though. Gotta remember to do that. That's okay, because he did. They did. They did. They will stop taking massive amounts of damage from those things, and that's fine. Just makes enemies die mo gooder. perfect positioning, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to largely be tossing those out preemptively because that big fiery aura there, that is good. We want that. Oh dear. I seem to be missing something here. And that something missing is our wisp. Where's the wisp? Oh no, did we lose our wisp? I think we lost our wisp.
We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
I better back away from that, because that's going to get me killed. 95% damage reduction, be damned.
The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements.
Ugh,
Are you willing to
we are
stay
missing
and
that
decode more
wisp.
messages?
We are missing that wisp.
I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
Those are higher than I would have liked, but it's okay. It'll be fine.
Tower captured. Beginning code now. We are dominating.
So now that that wisp is gone, we have to actually not get hurt. Fortunately, Mirage will make that pretty easy. Because I just have to make sure I have my 1 and 3 active, and anything... anything that hits me, hopefully will hit me while I'm in the shade, which means it won't do all that much damage to begin with. So his point about Railjack is a nice one, aside from something that I'm about to drop on him in a sec, once I have a free moment. My power's on, so I can do things again. There we go. That'll do. As you can see, that does kill them.
We have lost control of a tower. Enemy have captured a tower.
Okay, so now is the point in time where I have to be on the lookout for drones. I'm gonna get this thing chipped away at.
Message decoded. Leave none
Ah, we're
alive.
okay.
Clear out the remaining enemy
Just need to
forces.
find drones and kill them. Good. I saw a bunch of invulnerability stuff, but where? Okay. That means there's gotta be a drone here somewhere, right?
More data is being broadcast.
I thought I
Are you willing to risk
saw
going back
another
into
one on the
field?
ground, but evidently not.
Try and capture another city. Be careful, though. The enemy has surely rallied stronger reinforcements.
Alright, that. Once I get this captured, I'm gonna go,
You have captured a radio tower.
Hey. No, you don't. Okay, correction. Once I get two of these things captured. My Zenistar's about to run out, so I'm gonna have to...
Tower is ours now.
Oh dear! Ah, you skivey little thing. Get away from me. Alright. This is not ideal. Oh good, he's alive again, so now I can get back to work. Bounce it off the floor, that puts it at waist level, which should be fine. Got that.
A radio tower.
A is got. Oh my gosh, they're gonna take it, and I don't want that. So yeah, my Hall of Mirrors clones are actually going to be better at dealing damage than I am, which is something I have to keep in mind occasionally. I don't think any of their stuff can hurt me though, which is a decided plus. Okay, 10 seconds left on the clock for my Zenistar. Are they up above, maybe? Maybe. Okay, I gotta get back to it.
All four towers.
This is gonna be a lot more challenging than I would have liked. After that Wisp left, I probably should have gone myself. There we go. Oh, there he is. There he's not. If you're spinning to win, probably not. But if you wanna hold 2 points at the same time, oh shit.
personnel. Extraction is available.
So this
but
is
there are
obviously
more
going
messages
horribly
to
wrong,
read.
as you can see.
Will you stay or
That's
go?
all basically because, well, I'm trying to stream it. Hey, what's up? I'm sorry I did not see you post there, and there's no text log for me to see, so I apologize. I only just looked at my text. What's up? Hope you're enjoying the stream of me doing a whole lot of very little, because I'm a scrub tier and decided, hey, wouldn't it be great to go into this arbitration mission with no health increase? I'm so smart. I impress myself even more than I impress myself. Whatever, we'll watch these guys. We both have Catch Moon Kit Gun. All three of us have Catch Moon Kit Guns, among other sillinesses. So we're gonna watch this dude for a little bit. They'll revive me when they have the chance. I'm not too worried. They know the score.
The enemy has captured a tower.
I'm just worried about how our in-mission score is going. That's my concern. There we go. All the damage in the world doesn't do you any good if you get killed if someone breathes on you too hard. Fortunately, I have ways of dealing with that too.
We have control of
Like
all
that.
4 towers.
The great wise man once said,
Tower lost.
that's a lot of damage. More Vitus Essence, which is good.
We are in
I
total
need that. I
control.
need lots of it. In fact, I think I have enough to get a another Arcwing Ribbon if I so choose. And again, because of the way Eclipse works, if I'm in the light, I'm doing tons of damage. If I'm in the dark like this, I have hefty damage resistance. So, huge numbers, less numbers, huge, taken on me. So, I've got some decent spots I can hide out if need be, should the need arise. I may have to start focusing on crowd control a bit more than I've been doing, but I can do that. That is an option available. By crowd control, I mean chucking 1 or 2 of those out there. That'll blind any enemies that weren't just murdered horribly by that guy. I remember when I had a Mirage build built for maximum range. Somebody die? Somebody died. That's okay. We just have to find the
Enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture
Harby
it.
drones. Get dead, dude. Things over there will be fine. What's worth noting is that I believe the... Let's get this zone captured, and then I'm going to go off hunting. Just to be on the safe side. Oof, all those red numbers, man. I tell you. What I want to do is go for headshots, because those are going to give me the little energy... Yo, sugar.
Tower lost.
There we go. We're fine. We're fine. We're okay. It's all good. We're okay.
We have decoded the
Lucky.
message.
Lucky kill.
Enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
Did I, like, go through them? What the hell happened there? Evidently it went through them, which is not normal. I was much closer than I would have liked. I have to be very careful, because one shot from my Ogress will kill me. It'll kill me pretty gosh darn dead. Which is why I have a weapon that won't kill me equipped as well, which is smart.
Messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
Let's at least get the round 5 reward.
They are broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
This, in an ideal world, I'd like more duration so that I go over 60 seconds or so. But I can't do that without sacrificing a mountain of potential damage. Here we go. Oh boy! Oof. I don't know what got me there.
Enemy have captured a tower.
Not specifically.
The enemy is dominating. You must capture a tower, and quickly.
Sweet. I'm not gonna die right after that. That would be embarrassing as all hell. Oh god. Roll, please. Thank you. Lots of bright and shiny colors. Oh gosh. Isn't that just wonderful? Die. Okay, now I just have to take the zone back, and we are Gucci. Is the plan. I don't know where they are. I'm just firing blind at this point so I can pick up this thing and not get hit by that. Oish, shush, shush, shush. Oh, keep it up. I have only 6 seconds left. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this out there.
You must
I'm going to deal with the consequences later. I'm going to get this capped because we're losing badly. Badly, badly, badly we are losing.
Tower captured. Stream decode now. We have lost control of a tower.
Alright. So this should keep that area safe for the next couple seconds.
A radio tower.
Not good at all. That'll help. That'll help.
We are in total control. Keep fighting. The enemy have taken it.
Okay, where is D? D is this one down here. Okay, well. D is basically toast, so. We'll go back here again. Please die, thank you.
We have control of all 4 towers.
We are maybe going to actually scrape by with this one, and for that I am impressed and amazed. I believe Condition Overload allows you to get the Condition Overload bonus on the Zenistar puck. Big ol' believe, not 100%, haven't tested it. I have noticed larger numbers under many circumstances where I would think I would not be getting as large numbers if it weren't kicking in. But again, can't be entirely positive. There we go, we're just going to do that a bunch every now and again. I can say it makes me feel better. And B, just make sure I have that up all times, because I need it. And we have crowd control, which is good. Oh, pulled that one out of the fire. That was a near one, I tell ya. That could have gone really poorly. It basically did. If that wisp had been there, we would have been fine. We would have been going. We wouldn't have even noticed. We'd have been like, wait, what enemies? But
More
the
data
wisp
is being
discoed
broadcasted. Are
or
you
something.
willing to going back into the field?
Whatever. We made it 5 rounds. It could have been better. It could have been worse. And we got more than 10 Vitus Essence, which counts for something. I prefer runs where you get more than 20, but it's hard to get runs like that going. Without, you know, I hesitate to say divine intervention, but actual organization ahead of the fact, which works, but unfortunately I haven't had in a long time. Disruption with Mirage again at Vasto. Or we could just do some Razorback. I've already done the Razorback this time, but we can do more. For that I want Sandy Boy, and for yeah. I knew exactly the weapon I wanted to use instead of this, and I have forgotten what it was right now. Something a lot less fraught with peril. Perhaps the lens. Yeah, that's fraught with less peril, right? Oh gosh, maybe it was the Tigris, I don't know. Tigris isn't all that spectacular against Corpus, though, is the problem. but it's okay. I gotta start farming up the Death Cube Prime as well, but I've had really bad luck with the relic drops for like 2 weeks running. And every time I've gotten one, it has just not happened, which is too bad. Haven't gotten anything from any of the ones that I have gotten. So I'm gonna have to focus on that again at some point. Right, I'm doing this. So, for doing this with Inaros, who I think is probably the best bet, I haven't tried it with Mag lately to see if pull still works, but Inaros' 2 absolutely works on these. Inaros makes this just a joke. Like, the entire tricky part of this fight is getting the Bursas hacked and over to the big boy, the Razorback itself. Inaros removes all that fudge factor, so you're literally just making sure. People are using this for Orokin cell farm, and I'm sure that's a good idea if you need Orokin cells. I don't need Orokin cells, so that is not something I've paid much attention to. Oh, thanks, dude. What a friggin' dork. I hope I caught him. I didn't. Sometimes you get lucky. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Okay, we've got 2 people here. That last person is now gone. I don't care about them anymore. Dude, could have at least waited around a little, but no. Just realized I wasn't even looking at the mini-map to see where I had to be. Is he going up that side too? Probably. Swish. So what I'm going to be doing is Bursa's going to come out of that door. And I'm not going to care, because I'm just going to yank it on through. I love that effect with the dark purple with the bright orange highlights. I love that. It fills me with a warm, fuzzy feeling. There we go. I could use ciphers to speed this up, but I also don't need to waste them, because I just do that. These hacks are not especially difficult. Anytime now. Here we go. Give him a little yank. Get his attention. Please, thank you. Oh, I missed entirely. That was, gosh, that was shameful. But he's dead now. Nothing else matters. He's dead.
Nice work taking down the VIP. Get to extraction.
You twat, dude. What a jerk, I tell ya. Oh, nice work, falling right off the friggin' thingamajork. What a jerk this dude is. I still got there before him. Now, if I was using a Lanka, that guy would have made a bunch of little glowy balls. Big electrical field, which would have killed things. So how are you doing, King Grego02, if you're still watching? I apologize that I had not responded to you initially, because I frankly didn't see the message, and I apologize. hopefully you are doing well. That is the hope. That is the dream. That is the Emperor's dancing team. Oh, that's right. I still have to work on my Phaedra. Maybe I can do that. Just get some cryptographic alu. I'll show off how that's done. That's not exactly rocket surgery. Or neurophysics. Brain physics? Whatever. Let me get one of those. Let me build another one. Let me... really quickly go to select mode. Let me go to vehicles. Let me get my Phaedra equipped so I can get that finished. Yeah. And so what I do for these, because it is not particularly tricky, is all you need to do is go to any old, is it Salacia? Salacia? Whatever. It has a pronunciation, I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. Doesn't matter. So these are pretty straightforward. Mostly I'm doing this because I have to level up a bunch of Arcwing stuff. There was someone in that previous match that was griping and moaning about how obnoxious it was to level up Arcwing material. Well, that's fine. The satellite's behind me. Oh gosh, it is like a kilometer behind me. Why did it spawn me this far away from it? Oh gosh. Why am I moving so quickly?
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
So, we just kind of plop one of those down. We plop one of these down way over that way. That'll kill most of them. We plop one of them down over there. Anything coming through there will die horribly. You'll die. They'll all float down here. Phaedra's okay. The only reason I'm using it right now is to level it up because I got a ribbon for it that wasn't complete garbage.
Find the next satellite.
Isn't that nice? Not even after all that many rolls, too. Oh wow, you just ran right into that, didn't you? At least movement is responsive in actual Arcwing missions as opposed to in atmosphere Arcwing movement, which is just like, oh, let's just do whatever. There we go. I do not have my 4 available yet.
Still working on it. To defend.
I want that Endo. I like Endo. Endo is good. These are pretty decent for Endo.
I have the data.
Because the enemies have pretty limited drop pools, so Endo comes up pretty often. Why am I going the wrong way? Why? Why am I bouncing off of every little thing I can bounce off of? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Good golly, Miss Molly. That should have been a bunch of cryptographic alu over there that I ran into. It was like 8. I think I have a resource booster equipped at the moment, so that is or active, not equipped. That is probably a big contributor to that number. That would still mean it's like 4, which is pretty darn good. You know, I'd like an arbitration, Arcwing arbitration modes. I'd be okay with that. I'd do that. I know of almost nobody else who would, but I'd do it. I'm gonna check one of them up that way. I'm gonna shoot these guys to death. Relative death, I mean, they're all just digital things. They're not real. So I can feel okay about, quote, killing them, unquote. I don't feel the guilt.
Still working on it.
Still don't have my 4. That's okay. Seconds left. I can probably afford to just run away from it right now. Probably. But yeah, Arcwing gets a pretty bad rap, and it deserves about most of it. There are good reasons it gets a bad rap, but it isn't torture, as some people seem to think. I don't find it to be torture, as some people find it. Mostly because I think it's a great possible idea that just never seems to formulate and become a good idea. I am not convinced that Railjack is actually going to help in that regard. I think it will in some ways probably make it worse, because partly for the reasons that I mentioned before or above in that previous match. Like 26, got 26 from that. That's really reasonable. And I maxed out my Phaedra, which is really reasonable too. Okay, that's a good question, actually. What are we looking at for day-night cycle? Night in 42 minutes. Well, I'm probably not going to be here then. Sugar. Oh, let me real quick cash in here.
These offerings are pure.
These offerings are pure. Sure thing.
By the mother.
I bet you almost believe that. I meant to look at what these were. Okay, that's good. Mostly I'm looking for Death Cube Prime components like that. And I don't think I have any Void Traces at the moment, so I've got to really work hard on that. Let me equip, do something different. What do I like never do? Ash, but I'm not doing that. I don't hate myself. Oh man, that reminds me. Anyone see the update they're doing for Ember? That's gonna be cute. I think I don't know how I feel about a bunch of it. I think it's probably gonna be fine. I don't think she will suffer as a result. I think she will improve ultimately. Yeah, let's do Hildren. I haven't done Hildren in a while. Weapons I don't normally use. I haven't used Phage in forever. Let's do Phage. Let's use a goofy pistol. What goofy pistols do I have here? Let's use the Acrid. I like the Acrid. I didn't know that I had an Acrid one of these. That's cute. That's a fairly awful roll, actually. But not tragic. It's not like it's a crit machine. Multi-shot would be better. Oh, actually getting status chance. Actually, that's the kind of mod that Rivens I think should all be. They should all, like, you know, reload speed boosted or zoom increased or decreased or status. Well, status chance. That is still more utility. Fire rate. That sort of thing. Not the projectile speed, that sort of thing. Not, you know, straight up damage boosts. I can probably just, like, let me try re-rolling that right now. I'm probably not going to go for whatever it gives me. That's the kind of thing that is my idealized Riven right there. So unless this is like a god roll with, I don't know, boosted damage. Yeah, see? Other than the actual raw damage boost, magazine capacity, it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work. So I'm going to keep that. I'm not going to do that over and over. That's not my idea of a good meta. Oh, I do have Seeker equipped. Very nice. I have, in fact, used this. Gosh, I'd have to format it again in order to level this up. But I can do that. There was a point in time when the Acrid paired with Mags, Magnetize was absolutely absurd. It was silliness. It was pretty great. Oh, I haven't done cost assist in a while. Yeah, why not? I don't have condition overload on here, and this is a weapon that benefits immensely from condition overload. So I need to find a way to stick that on there somehow. Does not benefit much from Berserker, so I don't know why that's there. You're gone. It'll be fine. It reduces my damage substantially, but will be fine. Ideal universe, I'd have Prime Fever Strike equipped. Ideal universe, I think I can make a reality right now. Molten Impact and Primed Fever Strike. Let's see if I swap Molten Impact out with Volcanic Edge. That works. There we go. It's a net gain. Lose 30 on that side. Gain 75. 75? It's 90 versus 60, so yes. Yes, 90, 100. Yeah, 60, 75. Okay, so we're going with a kind of goofy loadout, but goofy loadouts are what make the world go round. I think this is pure shields that I have equipped here. It probably is. I tend to roll with that. Yeah. Yeah. Where's that? Is it Augur Accord? Yeah, Augur Accord. Good. I do have that equipped. And Primed Vigor, interestingly. Aviator, very good. Airborne. Let me try, because I know there's another. Is it Modus Signal? There's another mod that gives you, in addition to Agility Drift. Whatever. That's about as good as I'm gonna get it. without having a lot more endo and mod copies than I currently have. Okay, so we are going to... Yeah, I only have the one, and I don't think I have the Cerebrum. I've just had no luck. I do have Techo components, though, or I do have Techo option. I think you need 2 gauntlets and 2 blades. I don't have any void traces. I've had really bad luck. Atlas. That's the one I've been wanting, but just have no luck getting. Yeah, it's been rough. Had a pretty bad spate of bad luck. I gotta get void traces before I can really start going for stuff. That is a lot of spies. Let's go with a capture. Let's get ourselves a bunch of void traces and go from there.
You are here.
That's
to
right,
track
I
our
don't
target
benefit
and
from
bring them
that,
to
do
the
I?
extraction
I
point.
sure don't.
Happy hunting.
So, Phage.
Ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
It is a lot less efficient than before, I forgot.
Vultures in the area. Use
Phage
these
used to be
crack
like the
open the relic.
go-to absurdly efficient shotgun, because you could just hold down the fire button and not care, but now it fires a lot
You
faster.
found a target.
It drains
Capture
ammo
them
quite quickly.
before they escape. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back
But
at base. Your part
them's
is
the
done here,
breaks.
Tenno. Use that reactant to open a relic.
Now we just need
Don't
reactant.
forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
This is a lit fissure. That's why everything's dying when I look at it funny. That's okay. Oh yeah, we'll be all set.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
Did that do it? That did it. What did
That's
that do it to?
You opened the relic.
Did it to the
Finish your mission and
phage.
we'll take a look inside.
Set this thing for not quite maximum spread, or minimum spread. I want there to be a wider range. Yeah, I think the phage is cool, a beam shotgun. We don't have enough of that. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me coming back to Warframe, is goofy weapons with goofy mechanics. I think we need more goo guns, though. That is, I'm a fan of the goo gun. I don't yet need more of that. I'll take that dude's Forma blueprint though. I need more Forma. I don't need more ducats at the moment, so I'm gonna go for that Forma. Get that building right away before I forget. Gotta get me more void traces. Once I have 100, I can dump them into some of these ones that have rares attached.
You are here on a capture mission. You must
That's
find,
right, I
capture,
don't
and extract
actually
our
need
target.
that.
Corpus technology won't be enough to stop us.
Fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure.
Ah,
Defend yourself and
goo
use
blade.
reactant to find relics. The enemies are dropping reactant. Look for more reactant.
There was a brief time when the acrid was actually very good. Those days have never really returned.
Bring them in. Mission. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
It's never been terrible. It's just when people basically gauge how good a weapon or what have you is based almost entirely on how quickly it's going to make something dead. Anything with interesting or entertaining utilities is that doesn't insta-kill stuff and make it deleted tends to be thrown to the wayside. People don't really talk about it or care. Which I think is a shame, because I like my gimmicky guns.
That's it. You open. Finish your mission. Take a look inside.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't even know what I have. Is it my... Yeah, it's my cost assist.
Heavy robotic signature.
Which I think looks really cool too for a scythe. Kind of this weird double clawed arrangement. You can also use the cost assist kind of like you do the Zenistar, in that you can use it for area denial, but it is nowhere even approaching near as effective. But it's okay. It's not bad. It's one of those weapons where I think most people would probably at least give it a second glance if you had a decent ribbon for it. I don't. I think a weapon needs to have its own merits. Yeah, leave a nice trail of goo. You have a projectile you chuck out there. It's just pretty great in general. Ick. Not much to work with there, because somebody, I guess, didn't bring one along or didn't get 10. A relic, that is.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
I think if I... No. I did. I remembered this time. Ugh. Now that the coffee's run out, my brain is starting to refry. Okay, I should have 100 by now. Gosh, you better hope. You better hope and you better pray, boy. Yeah, okay, we're Gucci. So this will bop it up to something like a 10% chance. I have done, I think, 5 of these now? Not on stream, but like 5 total. No joy. That is a Mesa, right? Or is it a Neo? That's the wrong button in any case. Why would you do this? Probably not going to get it. Or, worst case, I wind up getting it, and it turns out that I have already gotten one somehow, somewhere, somewhen along the line. But I'm fairly confident that that is not the case. It's not especially easy to look that up and find out. We need a on-orbiter kiosk for that stuff.
The enemies are dropping reactant. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
This is sabotage, right? Oh, look at those cute little guys. They're dead. Super dead. Well, that magnetic proc basically doesn't do anything to me, worth a gosh darn. Hooray, emissary standing. Wow, this is distressingly laggy.
The relic is cracked open. Finish your mission
That's
to
good.
find out what's inside.
Main disadvantage that the cost assist has is that it is a scythe. I think most people can agree that that is a bit of a disadvantage, in that scythes are not particularly, they need love. They need love. We don't have many of them. Most of the ones we have are old, and unfortunately in Warframe, old generally translates to has not been able to keep up with all the new gimmicky, absurdly powerful shit that's been released in the meantime. I forgot to equip an updated arc gun. I will do that after this
Cell
mission.
extracted. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to
Yeah,
complete
we're
the
just gonna do
sabotage.
that.
Use what you can to make sure it never works again.
Ah,
A coolant
missed.
cell has been extracted.
Rassum, frassum. All these people who haven't actually
Pure inserted.
picked up the things that they're supposed to be picking up.
This will trigger a meltdown.
So, that's not ideal.
Destroy fuel injectors. A blast has blocked your evacuation route. Way to open it.
That was cute. Got knocked over, but somehow managed to get... Oh. Some sort of invader. Not on me. Somebody. I think it's fun to watch all the damage numbers happen. Thank you very much. Just floating, no big deal. And I have the shields to make this happen for a while as well. This isn't like, this isn't a big deal. Nope. That's unfortunate. I didn't expect to get it, but I was optimistic. I should have probably looked for a group running them, doing a rad share. Radiant
Mission
share.
complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Here we are. That's been my luck. I've had very little luck indeed with the new components and the ones for Wukong as well. I mean, I was able to get Wukong Prime eventually, but no luck with the Zhuge or I don't even remember what the other weapon was. Some melee weapon, I think. What was it? Wow, I honestly can't remember. It was something relatively inconsequential, I think. But I don't remember the weapon. Actually, didn't I have the blueprint for it? Perhaps it was a melee weapon. No, 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 no. Ninkandi, that's what it was. And I don't think I've gotten more than one of the relics that has the Ninkandi Prime Chain. Oh, yeah. The chain. I've gotten a bunch that give the handle, but I've had no real luck making that occur. So, hooray. I still need oodles and oodles of void traces. I should probably just ignore everything until I have those built up. Oh shoot, I've got to leave pretty soon in about 10 odd minutes. That's fine.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and
I
extract
keep doing
the
that.
target.
It's a reflex. And reflexes in Warframe are strong.
Selfish. Greedy.
Void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You found the fissure. Look out for reactants. They're a reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Oh no you don't, dude.
Target is in the vicinity. Find them. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captives after this. Your part is done here, Tenno. Walkers incoming.
Ain't no big thing. This does drain my shields doing those little dashes while in my 4. But it ain't no big deal.
That's it. You opened the relic. Mission, and we'll take a look inside.
And I have unlimited ammo, so I can just roll my mouse wheel up like so, and shoot. Well, for the next 5 seconds anyway. Pretty decent fire rate.
For the Lotus.
Go with that Forma. Like I mentioned, I'm not desperate for ducats at the moment. I've got like a couple thousand right now. And I need Forma pretty badly. I'm like single digits in Forma, and I can always use more. And I tend to blow through them in waves, which is the problem. So instead of like constantly using Forma, I'm like, oh, let's have like 20 of them, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna use like 10 right now. Formificating a whole bunch of other stuff all at once. I just realized, okay, first of all, I'm going to switch the Arcwing weapon that I've been meaning to switch to Imperator Vandal, but I have to upgrade this first. That's gonna need another Forma, clearly. Crap. Well, I don't have to worry about that for now. Yeah, that'll be fine. One more of these. Fortunately, it is a capture, and captures are very, very brief and painless. Sorry, stuffy head today. Yeah, now that caffeine's wearing off and everything's starting to slow down.
You are here for the capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby.
Haha.
Do you have a matching relic? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. They're dropping reactant. Use it to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant. Want to open that relic. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Okay, that's slightly unusual. Not sure what happened there. It's like my gravity increased all at once as opposed to
Looks like
doing
heavy
what it
activity.
normally does, which is steadily increase. That was a tad frustrating.
That's it. You opened the relic.
This is fine.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Well, I need the extra void traces. Alright, I've got time for one more, it looks like. I didn't want to show my profile. That's right, I need to go over here. Sugary doogity doog. Yep, got none of them. I got that Inconde Prime blueprint. We go for that Inconde Prime chain, which is an Axie. So let's see what we've got for Axies. Also, I need to check Nightwave stuff, because... Oh wow, I've gotten a lot of them without even noticing. Yikes. Crit offering. Side owned. Got one of those. Got one of those. Definitely got one of those. Let me see if there's any headpieces that I'm not aware of. I could probably use another Orokin Catalyst. I have plenty of Nitane. Nope. None of these look unfamiliar. So I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
So, Axie. We got an Axie capture. We're good. Nink. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. I doubt it, but who knows? Keep forgetting. It's all muscle reflex now.
The enemies are dropping reactant. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that route. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. That's it. You open. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
That was quick and painless. I just gotta get through the mission.
Captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. That was a juggernaut. Out by the death of infested. Lay
Aw,
low,
a juggernaut.
shift
How
away, or
cute.
interrupt the fight to draw it out.
Thing is totally inconsequential. They're annoying, sure, but they're not really that difficult to deal with.
Think angry. Good work.
Now it's corrupted though, and that does make it slightly more dangerous. Fortunately, it is also somebody else's problem. Actually, I could go kill it right now. It won't take long. He said right before it killed him to death. Oh, see? It's already dead. Arguably, they are less chumps than, say, what's its face? What is over there? Oh, dude was chill and waypointed the entrance. Those are kind of obnoxious to get to. I went the wrong way. See? Should have just been happy. But there's this nice little yellow trail here, leading me onwards. That is hitting the wall. I've really got to get those punch-through rounds. Yeah, no luck on my end either, of course. I'm not surprised. Didn't even get an uncommon.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Yeah, so my relic luck and prime part component acquiring luck has been absolutely abysmal of late for like the last month, 2 months. 3 months really, but nearly 3 months. Not quite 3 months. 2 and a bit. It's been bad. RN Jesus has not smiled upon me. He has kind of looked at me like a dog turd on the bottom of a boot. It's been rough. But, c'est la vie. Well, that is going to have to do it for me for today. I do this every single week, every Wednesday, same time, same station. So feel free to tune in. They are all, should all be still reviewable on YouTube. I also have a stream on Saturday, a Storytime Saturday stream, in which I do read short stories, generally of a science fictional nature. I also have a Mecha Mondays stream where I do something mecha related. I'm starting up a little mini-series, sub-series of that where I'll be playing through Gundam Battle Universe on the PSP. Hopefully people will tune into that and enjoy it. That is the hope, that is the dream. If they don't enjoy it, I'm sorry, I guess, but it won't change anything. Welcome to the real world, I guess. And thanks for tuning in, like, subscribe, whatever the rigmarole is for tweaking the algorithms that I'm supposed to tell you to do that I never really tell people to do, except for just then. That was an exception. All right, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.